Since the Roswell incident, the government has kept interest in UFOs down. They've also denied the existence of UFOs for over 70 years. But over the last few years, interest in UFOs has increased between the public and the government. UFO sightings are being reported all over the U.S., even near Washington, D.C. Even sightings in other countries have increased. Videos and pictures of UFOs have also been on the rise. In 2017, the UFO community went berserk when the DoD and Air Force released a video of its pilots chasing what seems to be a UFO over the Atlantic Ocean. They just so happened to be training in that exact area when it happened. Everyone has seen the famous video of the Navy pilot's interaction with the UFO. In 2018, the government publicly stated that they had been investigating UFOs for the last 5 years with a secret program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, led by Agent Luis Elizondo, which the Pentagon said had since been shut down. Elizondo being vague about what they had found during a CNN interview. Let's watch.
So let me just ask you point blank the question. Do you believe that life from somewhere else, while you ran this program, came here, visited, observed?
I will tell you unequivocally that through the observation, scientific methodologies that were applied to look at this phenomena, that these aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory, nor in any foreign inventory that we are aware of.
So I know you're being clear, but I mean, the answer is yes.
I can't speak on behalf of the government. Obviously, I'm not in the U.S. government anymore. My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone, whatever that means.
But not many have seen this new video of Luis Elizondo from 2018, and what he states is very interesting. It's about the future and what we know about UFOs, specifically the near future, as in 2019. So let's check it out.
Can you say much, what can you say about what comes next? You've dropped hints that big stuff is coming next year, 2019. Give me some areas where people might hear some news.
Sure. So we've made significant progress in certain key areas. I think we have a much better understanding of the breadth and scope that the Department of Defense has played in recent times, not historical back to talk 40s and 50s. I'm talking very recent regarding the UFO phenomena. I think people would be surprised to know just how frequent and the volume in which these things are apparently recorded and observed by active duty military people on missions around the world, by the way. There's also some very interesting, I think, congruencies, some interesting relationships that are just now really coming into light for the very first time. New information that I think if people found out would be very, very surprised. I think some people might be a little bit apprehensive and scratch their head and say, wow, what does that mean for the rest of us? Other people might say, aha, I told you so, right?
Then, in May 2019, the government made public that the Air Force is going to continue investigating unidentified flying phenomenon. They stated that a new program and guidelines for reporting aerial phenomenon by the military had been started. It also has guidelines for reporting UFOs by the public. So here is the real new evidence connecting the military with knowledge of UFO craft. A recent patent filed by the U.S. Secretary of Navy and approved by the United States Patent and Trademark Office shows the schematic diagram for a triangular craft powered by quantum vacuum plasma. As most know, people have been reporting and recording UFOs in the shape of triangles. My guess would be that the U.S. obtained alien technology and reverse engineered it. As you know, the U.S. did create another branch of the military called the Space Force, in which President Donald Trump stated that wars will be fought in space. According to the patent published November 2017 by the U.S. Secretary of the Navy, the present invention is directed to a triangular craft using an inertial mass reduction device. The energy to power the craft will come from microwave emitters, magnets. The microwave emitters create high-frequency electromagnetic waves throughout the resonant cavity, causing the outer resonant cavity wall to vibrate, which technically that's not enough energy in my own input and would suggest they will be using superfluid helium along with those magnets. The craft would generate high-energy electromagnetic fields which interact strongly with the vacuum energy state and can fly at extreme speeds. This interaction would give rise to emergent physical phenomenon based on the mechanism of a transfer of vibrational energy. According to the patent, the transfer of vibrational energy further induces local fluctuations in adjacent quantum fields which permeate space-time, matter, energy, and space-time are all emergent constructs which arise out of the fundamental framework that is the vacuum energy state. Everything that surrounds us, ourselves included, can be described as microscopic collections of fluctuations, vibrations, oscillations in quantum mechanical fields. The document explained. Matter is confined energy bound within fields, frozen in a quantum time. Therefore, under certain conditions, the rules and special effects by quantum field behavior also apply to microscopic physical entities. Essentially, the craft would warp reality around itself in order to travel with no frictional resistance. Such technology is often speculated by researchers to explain the propulsion of UFOs. Assuming they represent physical craft from another world, that speculation, along with the frequency of triangular UFO reports, has led some to wonder if the patent is based off an extraterrestrial technology. Part of the December 2017 release regarding the Pentagon's UFO program was the revelation that most of the $22 million allocated to the program went to an aerospace research company ran by Robert Bigelow. The money was used by Bigelow Aerospace to modify buildings held in Las Vegas for the storage of metal alloys and other materials that former program head Department of Defense Intelligence Officer Luis Elizondo claimed were recovered from UFOs. It is unclear if this patent could be related to Bigelow's aerospace research, but speculation exists that the patent design could be based on a recovered craft. As Luis said, expect major announcements from the government concerning UFOs and possible proof that extraterrestrial life exists. I think the government is trying to come out about it for a reason. Are we in danger? Are we expecting something to happen? Obviously, the government is doing more than hinting about UFOs and ETs being real. There's a reason why our militaries are gearing up. There's a reason why we have built a space force. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my video. Remember to comment, subscribe, and like. I hope to make it to the big 1,000.
May God be with you. This is not a test.